Hi everybody, my name's Kyle Utsumi, and today I'm really excited to introduce my project in progress, a book called Sydney's Silver Lining. It's a story of the 2000 women's Olympic water polo team and the first ever women's water polo tournament at the Olympic Games in Sydney. USA women's water polo has been a world leader since the beginning of international play in the 1970s, hosting the Commerce Internationals in 1977 and the first FINA World Cup for women in 1979 in Merced, California. Men's water polo was the first Olympic team sport, debuting in 1900. But even through the 1996 Olympics in Atlanta, water polo was the only Olympic team sport with a men's competition and no women's counterpart. After 100 years of Olympic water polo, women were finally included in Sydney. This is the story of how the USA women's national team became the first USA women's Olympic team.
My first reaction when I heard that women's water polo was in the Sydney Olympic program was to be excited. I was training with the national team at that time, and it just wasn't a goal. Your goal was to make the national team compete at a world championships, and that was the highest you could really dream of. So now I was able to really see it and visualize it and think back to maybe the Barcelona Olympic Games where you're watching Summer Sanders on TV and seeing how amazing it is to represent your country. Now I could really picture that and start dreaming about that.
I became head coach of the team in March of 1998, and we had immediately some quick challenges that presented ourselves. Brand new to the team and starting. We had to qualify for the Olympic Games. First opportunity to qualify for the Olympic Games was at the '99 FINA Cup, which is approximately a year away. It always felt the challenge was the clock was moving and ticking. We started out 8th in the world, and probably legitimately 8th in the world, and so we had a long ways to go in a short period of time. The best thing that ultimately happened to us is that we did not qualify at the '99 FINA Cup. It led to the direction of the team and the program down the road, and what we really faced was trying to qualify at the Olympic qualification tournament, last chance to qualify. We're going to go to Europe and try to win in Europe. I think most people didn't give us much of a chance to do that. We worked really hard through a long period of time. We brought some players into the program in January of '99 that helped us keep refurbishing our program, and ultimately we ended up qualifying.
Having the distinction of being a part of the first ever women's Olympic water polo team is overwhelming in the sense where I never thought that I'd be a part of something that was a first, something like that. And having somebody on my team like Maureen O'Toole, who had waited her whole life to compete, kind of puts it in perspective. And now I think about being 35 and I still wouldn't be the age that Mo was as she was training to fulfill this one lifelong dream, and I don't know how she did it. So it kind of makes me think about her and everything that she put into it to be a part of the first ever. So I'm just grateful that I was born at the right time. Thinking about my Olympic journey and the way it ended in London 2012 and winning gold, and thinking about Sydney, when people ask me how I place those, they're both right at the top. Being a part of the first ever is something that no one could take away, and you're a part of history. Winning a gold medal, I started dreaming of a gold medal because I played in Sydney. I never really imagined it could come true that I would be an Olympian. And when you're the second best team in the world, it fuels a fire. You don't want to be second best in the world. You want to be at the top. And I think that's when I visualized that it could happen. I don't think that I was dreaming of becoming an Olympic champion. I was dreaming of becoming an Olympian. And in Sydney, the dream of becoming an Olympic champion was born, and it took me 12 years to get there, and I don't think that I would change them.
Although the team fell just short of gold in Sydney, they left a legacy from women's water polo in our country. Qualifying for the Olympics and reaching the podium served as a catalyst for sustained international success. In the 15 years since Sydney, Team USA has medaled at 30 out of 38 FINA events across senior, junior, and youth levels. Now is the perfect time for this book to be written. There's so much happening in women's water polo, and the Rio Olympics are just around the corner. I really want to bring this book to the water polo community as a tangible history of the past, as a look into the lives and hearts of the women who played in the first Olympics in Sydney, and as a celebration of the present and the future success of USA women's water polo. My hope is this Kickstarter project will bridge generations across the water polo community.